damage goods. Damage goods. Damage goods. I've accepted it. Damage goods. Damage goods. Damage goods. I will build this bridge and get over it.
We all been through something. And I can tell you, I am definitely down with that.
I'm coming. Rushing me. I'm not even Russian, bro. I'm not even fucking Russian. I'm sure we got some Russian family friends who come in to say hi though, so I ain't gonna talk no shit. Not that I would talk any shit on some Russians. Oh, I forgot you guys were here. I mean, I didn't forget you were here, but I forgot you were there and not... You know what? Let me just put on some music and and figure this out. Let me figure this out. Yogi, what's going on? Blasted Ass, it's good to see you, lovely gentlemen. We got some Christopher Plowman to start the day off. Starting the day off right with some Plowman. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are starting your day off right. I hope you guys took your meds. I hope you guys ate some breakfast. And I really hope you guys drank some water because it is time for the taco love. And if you don't get the taco love, then that's all on you, bitch, because I'm fucking giving it every day. Yogi says, where's my taco? Yogi was here before me. Don't gotta tell me you're coming. Whoa! Baja Blast! Sorry. Too far, Taco. We talked about this. Asserts Slav dominance. I almost thought that said slave dominance, and I was very concerned because I feel like I'm probably the first person who's actually said slave dominance. I don't know what that even would mean. Sounds kinky, but El Wasp, that is not what we're talking about today. I mean, we could take a detour down Sexy Lane. I mean, let's be honest, that's my address. No, I'm just kidding. Calm down, Taco. We talked about this. Rush. But no pushing unless you're blasting. Unless you're blasting ass, Taco can't read. That's true. I blame the brain injury. I'll take my meds when it's halfway of my time, which is in 13 minutes. Then med time. Perfect, because obviously if it's not time for you to take your meds, I don't want you to take those bitches. That's the last thing I need is somebody to fucking take their meds and be like, but the taco man told me to. Only if it's time do you take your meds. Boog made a cup of coffee, running low on the herb. That's not Boog, that's Yogi. What the fuck am I talking about? Boog's not even in here. What the fuck? Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. Danny, do ya? How was your day? What's going on, brother? Good to see ya. Googles if Sexy Lane actually exists. Well, I probably shouldn't be giving my address out like that, so if it exists, let me know, though. I need to know. And if it doesn't, I need to learn how to create my own street. You silly Willy. Psh, listen, you don't have to tell the whole chat that my Willy looks silly, bro. I told you that in confidence. Confidence! Oh, Danny, good to see ya. El Wasp, Blasted Asses, Stone Yogi. I hope you guys are all doing well. We are going to do the usual. We're going to chat your ear off a little bit. We're going to hang out with some of the adorable animals. I might even get my ass kicked on a video game. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling. It kind of depends on how you guys are feeling and stuff. So let me know if there's anything that needs to be brought to my attention. Obviously, based on the topic of the live today, or the title rather, the topic is the smallest gesture. And we're going to be talking a little bit about how even a gesture, the smallest gesture, could have the most extreme impacts. And I'm very excited to get into that. But let me make sure. Let's see. Seems it doesn't. Those bastards. Climax, Michigan. I live close to Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Intercourse, Pennsylvania is a real place. Look it up. Blue Balls. I don't know if that's Pennsylvania, but there is a Blue Balls somewhere. It might be Blue Ball. Maybe it was like Lance Armstrong. I'm not sure. I've been so busy with work, so tired. Damn, Danny. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, El Wasp was the one that actually is getting a little bit of a break from work. So maybe this is destiny. Maybe the fact that you and him are both here at the same time, maybe that is the proof that you're about to get that much deserved break. I don't think there's much of a female population in that town. In what? Climax? That's fair. That's fair. I feel like as a woman, I would want to avoid... Well, you know what? Actually, that's probably the only chance most women are ever going to get to Climax. So... I think I've got all dudes in here, so my demographic for that joke was not reached, but that doesn't make it any less funny. So fuck off. Fuck on. Fuck off. Fuck on. Fuck off. The fucker. I am a fucker. I've never claimed to be nice. However, I do give a fuck because I just do. I mean, it's part of who I am. So either learn to love it or fucking lose it, sister. I don't know why I'm like this hype. I think it's because I woke up early. So like, oh, this song's hard. Probably a lot of bars and cars and work there. Way to Mars to get more candy bars. Blasted asses. I don't even know what you're talking about. But what else is new? If you don't know, it's take your fucking meds time. Take your fucking meds time. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? They in my chest cause I'm a hoe. They in my chest cause I'm a hoe. Take your fucking meds. Take your fucking meds. Or I'm gonna hit you with a baseball bat. Take your fucking meds. Take your fucking meds. Or I'm gonna hit you with a baseball bat. I asked nicely. And now I have to resort to violence. But only if it's time. Only if it's time do you take your meds. Too early, LOL, but I don't mind. The question mark, Cinny? Hello, beautiful people? Are you questioning our ability to person right now? Because I struggle at personing from time to time. I need to fill this up. I went to take a drink. I could have, but it would have been warm and gross and old. Warm, gross, old water. Nobody wants warm, old, gross water. But I'll mix my old, gross, warm water with this fresh, clean, cool water. Not that the other water's dirty. It's not my mind. Yogi identifies as a toaster. You fucker. Did you steal that from me, or is that actually something that you say? Because, like, I've been making that joke for, like, years. Like, longer than I've known you. So, unless... And I don't care if you stole that from me. Like, that wasn't like a, you fucker. That was like a, like... Either way, I'm not upset. Either way, I'm not upset. It's dope either way. Legit something I've said. Oh my god. I've been saying that, Yogi, I would say at least 10 years. I've probably been saying that for 10 years. Like, no joke. I feel like maybe 8 years if I'm being, like, modest, but that's so fucking funny. And it's so random. Like, I don't know why I ever started saying it, but it just sounded good, I guess. I don't know. Great minds really do think alike. That's fucking awesome. Let me hydrate. Yo, Dalakota! What's going on? Home Slice, good to see ya. Yo, Dalakota, if you are, fucking... What's going on, man? It's good to see ya. Yogi, do you have Back 4 Blood? It might not be on PlayStation. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Cinny with the slipper emote. That's so funny. We got Juno. I missed Juno coming through. What's going on, Juno? Good morning. Pierre, a.k.a. Philip, a.k.a. Jennifer Lopez, a.k.a. Danny says, talking about small gestures. Lately I feel so fucking low, and a friend of mine brought me coffee and candy. Love her. Did that just happen? Or is that like something that happened like the last couple of days or something? Because either way, that's awesome, Danny. And that's exactly my point. You know, something like coffee and candy, you know, on a normal day where it's obviously still appreciated, on a day like, you know, maybe today, if you're not having a good day, It's imperative how much that small gesture can make your day. Literally, yesterday, Danny, you weren't here, and I told the story yesterday, but I'll give the Cliff Note version. Yesterday, I was feeling so freaking low that I didn't even know what I was gonna fucking do with myself. And just opening the Discord and seeing a few people in the Discord lounge, me being able to join that, chat and just have some people to talk to, just to be able to have a fucking conversation with, something that maybe those, 3 individuals maybe didn't even realize that they were doing anything special or doing anything important. But that's why it's important to be the change you want to see in the world, because that's the only way that these kind of things are going to be implemented. A lot of people think that people are just selfish, and when people like you or myself, Danny, let it be known, let your friend know, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but in a couple of weeks or whatever, or a couple of days, maybe even a couple of months, when you're finally fucking feeling up to the task, let her know. Be like, listen, like, I was feeling pretty fucking shitty that day, and like, just that small gesture was like more than that appreciation. Never hold off on a chance to show somebody appreciation. Yesterday, okay, the fucking odds, right, Yogi? Blasted says, I said toaster, but it's from a movie. I got it off. Older than half the chat, LOL. The Page Master, if you haven't seen it. I've never seen that movie. Blasted Asses, if you want to send me a link to that, not to necessarily the movie, but to that, like, line from the movie. No, I never watched that movie. That's so sweet from your friend. That is really awesome, honestly. It's awesome to have a friend like that. Dalakota said, now is that diet water? I've been looking for diet water. Dude, Dalakota, I don't know what the hell's up with you guys and hitting me with blasts to my past. And this is a story that, like, I only remember in key situations, and I'm glad I remember it now. Obviously, you guys know my memory hasn't been the best, so anytime I'm able to recall a story like this, it makes me very happy. When I was a kid, I asked the waitress one time for a diet water, and I did it with the straightest face. I was probably like, my little sister was born, I might have been like 10. Like, I wasn't old. I was like, I wasn't even a teenager, and like, I asked with such conviction. This chick was about to go and ask if they had it, but my parents, my sisters, nobody could keep a straight face, and they fucking ruined it, and they saved her from making the trip, which is probably fair. That might have been a little too far, but Blasted, thank you for throwing the Discord link. Cindy, thank you for shouting out Evo Dance, guys. Evo Dance and Dadburn Studios. Christopher Plowman. Those are the 2 musical geniuses that we have playing in the background for you today. Let's see here. Blasted Asses says, Silly Willy, I totally understand. Yesterday was very stressful for me, and Discord brought me smiles. I needed it. I'm glad to hear that, Blasted Asses. I'm glad to hear that it had the same effect. Dalakota, Cindy actually started playing Pokemon Go. If you guys haven't added each other, I recommend it. I put my tag in the Discord, but Dalakota, me and you are already friends. I want to make it a command too. I haven't done that yet. Danny says, heck yeah, and it's important to tell your friends how much that gesture helped. I truly appreciate her. It really is. It really is, because you have no idea how other people's brains work. You are 3 things. You are like everybody else. You are like nobody else. And you're like a few, select, group of people. And that would go without saying, obviously, but I want to just put the emphasis on that, because somebody like myself, or maybe Danny, somebody like your friend, I truly feel as if helping out other people makes me feel like me, you know, like if I'm not like that, just makes me feel good. If I'm ever not feeling good, I'm ever feeling shitty, like if I have the opportunity to go and help somebody with something and know that I did, that makes me feel better. Because no matter how much I feel like a piece of fucking shit, I'm always willing to do that. That's just the type of person I am, and it makes me feel better. So for your friend to, you know, maybe she was having a bad day. Maybe she needed to just do something nice for somebody to just kind of make herself feel better. And that's not usually, you know, usually whenever I get to like, I just help people because I enjoy doing it. Usually when I'm like in those real low moods, I'm not even cognitively freaking aware enough to be like, oh, let me go help somebody and I'll feel better. Haha. Like, I'm just like, where's that unsubscribe button? Like, if you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, then pretend I didn't say it. Martin, what's going on, you handsome hunk? Guys, Stone Martin is a badass. With his consent and permission, I am going to be bringing him in a little bit closer to the fucking Taco Man himself. Not that you guys aren't all as close as you want to be, but Martin had actually shown a little bit of an interest yesterday in helping out a little bit on the YouTube side of things. So I just wanted to shout out Martin, Stone Martian. Not only do I really fucking appreciate that, you know, it would be my pleasure to help you learn anything that you have any questions on. I don't know much about any of that stuff. And it wasn't just him, you know, Yogi and Boog, and if anybody else, you know, does have any interest in, you know, maybe helping out with anything like that, feel free to let me know. You know, I don't really know what that even looks like. This whole, you know, streaming thing is a little new to me. I mean, I've been doing it for long enough, but it's honestly been more of a support group thing rather than a going live and, you know, streaming kind of thing. Like, I wouldn't consider myself a streamer, but I'm getting there, I guess, you know. Martin, Martin. That game helped me out so much. What game? Pokemon. How did Pokemon help you, Dalakota? Pokemon Go, obviously. Let us know how that helped you. Guys, if you're new, if you're just listening, my name is Taco, and I'm here every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, trying to be a source of light and positivity. Yeah, I'm kind of fucked up, but that should hopefully make you feel a little better about yourself. Don't bottle up your emotions. They need to be shared. They need to be explored. A video that I had watched earlier that had nothing to do with any of this, but had the good point. History is doomed to repeat itself, which is why we need to analyze it. And if you are able to get yourself out of these, you know, depressive or these, you know, fucking just whatever you've got going on in your head, there's a chance that you could slip back in. And if you aren't prepared, you're going to have to be, because it's not a choice sometimes. I will drink my boost in a full hour for lunch. I don't eat food till dinner time. Damn, man. How's that work out for you? Martin says he just wants my tech skills. Whoa, 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 whoa. Have you fucking looked in a mirror, bro? Fuck your tech skills. I want that fucking smile. Jeez, he joined the Discord the other day. I thought I was being catfished. I was like, dude, I'm not sending you no money. I don't believe that you are an Indonesian prince who just needs the money to get the key remade for his castle. No, you honestly probably do have amazing tech skills, Martin. You helped me with a bunch of stuff. A a long while ago that I honestly kind of forgot about. I kind of forgot that you were like a tech wizard. I just remembered you saying the other day, you know, that you had the interest in YouTube stuff. So I wanted to just, you know, mention, you know, to fucking you, Yogi, and Boog, just because you were the three people that, you know, had inquired at all about anything. And I don't even know what I'm looking for. If it makes you feel any better, like, I expect nothing. There are no anythings. Like, this is pretty much me just giving whoever wants the opportunity at broadening their horizons and, you know, helping me out and maybe, you know, taking up some of their spare time if they have any. I know a lot of us probably don't, but some of us might from time to time. And there's nothing worse than wanting to help somebody and not being able to. We've all had people like that in our lives where we've tried to help them and we just cannot make them grasp what it is that we're trying to deliver. Cinny with the emotes. Cinny with the dance emote. Some Dr. Three Balls. What's this? I don't think I've seen this one yet. Tinker Balls. Oh my goodness. Cinny, I can't believe you. Those are ridiculous. Danny says, I'm being honest. Your streams bring me so much comfort. Even if I'm busy and can't join, just the notification of Taco going live is refreshing. Danny, that means a lot. I understand that people have lives. It is not smart from a streamer, you know, perspective to go live every day. It's also not exactly smart to go live at this time. You know, it's not the most popping time, but that's kind of why I love it, because I know that a lot of people aren't morning people, and I have the fortune of being one. I love being a morning person. So, you know, if I can come on and I can just give you guys a fucking reason to drag your ass through another day at the very least, then I will gladly do that. Martin says, be back in a bit. Got to go collect little man from preschool. We will see you soon, Martin. Be safe. Blasted says, I Discord you, so after live, check them out. Oh, definitely, bro. Take your time. Yes, take your time. Everybody's showing those emotes. Guys, today we're talking about how the smallest thing can have the largest impact. Something that we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about, but I at least want to touch on, is the fact that... I lost my train of thought. No, I'm sorry. The butterfly effect. The butterfly effect, if you don't know what that is, and I'm sure all of you do, is basically the idea that if you go back in time and you change something so small as, you know, squishing a butterfly, you are going to change the course of history dramatically. And from a, you know, outward eye, that seems kind of impossible. But if you think about how species are able to evolve and how just one of these tiniest gestures, acts of kindness, can completely change your fucking life, I think it goes without saying that that could be factual. Now, I'm not saying that every butterfly, you know, that you fucking stomp is gonna... Not that you should be stomping butterflies. It was an accidental stomp. It was an accidental stomp. Yo, Evo with the lurk. How's it going, you handsome man? Who is not that nice, apparently. I think he's pretty nice. He's pretty nice to listen to. He's pretty nice to look at. But he was saying in his live yesterday that he's not that nice. Well, I, motherfucker, beg to differ. And I will beg. Please see what I see in you. Please. No, okay, now I made it lame. We're just gonna, you know what? Segue. What's your yearly income? IKEA, that is not a specifically appropriate question. Not one that I'm necessarily against answering. Unfortunately, I was in a car accident, so my yearly income is not something that I would like to share today with you guys. But thank you for joining. Thank you for the question. It's not a bad question, and honestly, I actually don't think that that is an inappropriate question necessarily. I think that if more people talked about, income and stuff like that, there would be a lot more, equal treatment, but I might be wrong. I've been wrong once or twice before. Cinny saying, what's up to Evo? Blasted saying, when life throws you lemons, make some lemonade. Life is a blessing. All you amazing people are wonderful, beautiful, fantastic human beings. We've only got 5 more minutes of Blast Ass, guys. No, I do not have gas. Blasted Asses just has to fucking blast off in 4 minutes. Samesies, also Taco. Velma sucks. How's Morty? Morty's amazing. Velma's trash. I don't even like her moveset. Like, even if she was the best character, she will be the last one I buy. Her abilities are literally snitch and call the police. Like, that is her whole moveset. Snitch, run, call the police. That's all of her moves. All of them. She's either snitching, she's running, or she's calling the fucking popo. I wish I was joking with you guys. If you don't know what game I'm talking about, Multiverses, it's like a fighting game. It's really, really fun. It's free to play. I probably will play a little bit of that today, depending on some stuff and some things. I played a little bit of Back 4 Blood yesterday. I really haven't gotten to game as much as I would like to, obviously, for the obvious reasons. And just that little bit of Back 4 Blood that I got to play was like, I might need to play some Back 4 Blood sometime soon. That might end up being, maybe I'll do like a spooky Saturday or something and I'll play some Back 4 Blood this week. Morty smoked my Iron Giant yesterday. Morty's one of those characters, it's like, he's an advanced character or whatever, so it's like hard to learn, easy to learn, hard to master kind of a thing. And I really enjoy him. I think he's very good. Especially if you have, like, spammer bitches. He's really, really good against just spamming bitches. On that note, maybe I will, well, I know Evo's lurking, but maybe I'll fucking play a match real quick while we're talking about it. If I've got my bear within ear's reach. Also, if you guys didn't know, cornucopia means butthole. It's just a thing. So if anybody's ever trying to give you some cornucopia, take it. Or don't, depending on your preferences. No, we were watching some Beavis and Butthead yesterday in the Discord lounge. And Three Ball said that was the new season. But I swear I've watched those episodes before. Maybe they were, I don't know. I swear I've seen those before. He said they were new. I was kind of freaking the fuck out. Blasted Acid says, keep on smiling regardless of your situation. Another person could use a smile. Life is short. Make it the best way you can. Enjoy life for everything it has to offer you. Much love, all you amazing, beautiful human beings. Have a fantastic, wonderful day. All you fantabulous human beings. I made that up. He said fabulous. I said fantabulous, but that's because fantabulous is just like extra fantastically fabulous. Have a great stream. Thank you, Blasted Asses. I will do my best to do my best and have a great stream. I also think one of the reasons why I am a little more energized is because I meditated this morning. My meditation's been kind of lacking, for lack of a better word. And this morning, I woke up a little bit earlier. I went to bed a little earlier last night, and I'm feeling as good as I can. I almost said I feel good, but I don't want to lie to you guys, Yogi was just doing some warm-ups. What, some like cock push-ups or something? Some cock push-ups, Yogi Bear? Oh, what's today, Wednesday? Guys, stretching's important. Not just stretching your fucking gums. I mean, stretching your body. You don't realize until you get older and or you get hit by a truck, but stretching is fucking important. Some days my back hurts and I'm like, oh my god, I need to stretch. And then some days my back hurts and I'm like, oh my god, I need to stay still. And knowing the pain is knowing which one's which. Like, sometimes I overstretch and sometimes I understretch, and it sucks. It really, really sucks. But it's fucking Thursday. Are you shitting me? Damn it. Did I say Wednesday? Free for all with Morty, Iron Giant, and Shaggy. Oh, nice, nice. Were you just doing like a lab match or something? Alright, I have to land the first knockback strike, deal 350 damage in one match, and get 2 projectile ringouts. I didn't get this knockback strike one for a long time yesterday, the last time I had that mission. I'm gonna play as Rick and, not Rick and Morty, just Morty. Just Morty. Let me look at these moves real quick. Earth, grenade, spaceship, I knew that one. The temporal backup, Plumbus, snakes. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize that was... At the grenade, detonating it, collision. Without an active grenade, Morty fires a snake summoning. So without a grenade, it summons the snakes. Oh. 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 Many of Morty's attacks utilize grenades. Grenades will detonate shortly after being thrown. If Morty overlaps with an ally, he will give them an idle grenade. Allies with idle grenades receive gray health and will throw the grenade in the direction of their next attack. Cooldown applies to the given ally's grenade. That's good to know. Cindy says back pain sucks. Back pain does suck, Cindy. I know you said that you fell down the stairs a while back, and that is awful. It's freaking shitty. You know, between my back and my shoulder, like, I'm fucking over it. I have never wanted to be okay so badly in my life. Like, and all because of neglectful driving. Like, literally. All because driving isn't taken more seriously, and that's it, you know? All because I could not have done anything different, and I might have to pay for that the rest of my life. And that's one of the things that is incredibly fucked up and incredibly cruel about this world, and I'm fortunate, honestly, to not be more worse for the wear. But that's one of the reasons why, you know, I wanted to have this talk today about the smallest gesture. You know, sometimes it is the smallest person who teaches the largest lesson. The person who feels so small that they could just not exist and be okay with it. It is that person who has the ability to teach us things that we have never been taught before, that we've never had to experience. And it's awful if any of you guys have ever experienced something where you feel like maybe that is, you know, applicable to you. It's awful that you had to experience that, but you do not have to experience it alone. You have things to teach us and the world around you that we will never be able to fully appreciate. So just don't forget that. Martin says, I have had really bad lower back pain the last few days. I forgot how much it limits you. Huge respect for what you've been through, Taco. You're still here every day to make sure we are going good. Well, Martin, it is a two-way thing. You know, you guys are here to make sure that I'm going good just as much as I'm here to make sure that you guys are. I have had days where I didn't go live. I've had days where I was in too much pain, or I didn't feel good. You know, my head was killing me, or, you know, one thing or another. And any day that, you know, I was kind of on the edge and I was like, you know what, sure, I'll go for it, I was able to feel better. Maybe not physically, but at least mentally, which opens up a lot of fucking doors. Yogi says, sometimes we gotta get a prick before we get our lollipop. True, they are shitty experiences, but they give us insight we would have never thought of otherwise. Definitely. And they also take away some insight. Let me know if this is something that any of you guys have ever heard. But I was actually talking to one of my older friends, older as in like just hadn't talked to him in a little while. His name is Blunt Bob. If you guys are interested in like any of the spicy things, he does like all kinds of spicy challenges and weird stuff. Not like weird, but on YouTube. His name's just Blunt Bob. Tell him Taco sent you. He actually doesn't know me by Taco. He might know me by Taco at this point, but I don't think he does. He knows me by Jason. I used to work at the vape shop that he frequented, so we were buddies. But the reason for bringing Bob up is that he was telling me that one of his friends actually had like a complete personality change after his head injury. And I mean, I wouldn't say that I've had a complete change, but I've definitely had a change. And it's really something that's like weird to think about. I mean, we're all constantly changing, so, you know, it's like obviously, you know, we go through shit that makes us who we are. So obviously we're going to change, and if you're not changing, then that's an issue. If you're the same person that you were, you know, 5 years ago, you might be a dick. I'm not saying for sure, but it's possible. This Morty is fucking lame. These guys are like actually good, and I'm not liking it right now. Dude, they literally, we barely fucking hit them, and I've got over 112. Are you fucking my ass and calling me a gremlin? You cunt. I'm gonna eat your mom's asshole, bitch. I really am just bad at this game. I really am just not good. Like, I'm having this realization right now. I don't know how it took me this long playing to realize. I never claimed to be good at any games, to be fair. To be fair, I know that I'm not that good at games, but I just like them, and I play a lot of different games. Dude, these guys are about to dick on us so hard. Oh my god. Damn it, man. Seeing a Tom and Jerry that's actually good kind of pisses me off because I can't get good with them at all. Man, am I doing so bad. I can't believe I'm doing this bad. I think I'm better with melee people. Like, I like the idea of Morty, but I think that might be one of my issues. I am a fucking button masher real bad. I do need to fix that. I need to get better at that. Dude, I take the blame for that, and you know what? We will rematch those guys just so we can hit them with, like, actually try to have a chance as other people. That was rough. Let's see here. Martin says, when I started to fucks with Twitch, I was always very aware of the possibility of parasocial relationships. Didn't expect to make friendships. I don't know what parasocial is. I don't know if I know what parasocial even means. There is a lot to be said for coming out the other side as a better person. Many go through trauma and become less than they were before. The Shaggy Harles combo, I could get behind that. Some Shaggy Harley action. Martin, That is very well said. I've been making friends, I've been playing Xbox since, the 360. I mean, I played the other Xbox, but I didn't play online. And, like, anybody who plays video games is used to, making friends of some caliber online. So it wasn't really something that I didn't expect, but I definitely didn't expect to make the quality of friendships. So many of you people, what do you mean, you people? So many of you guys who I've met are just otherworldly, kind and different. It's the kind of thing that I feel like mainstream media wants us to feel like just doesn't exist anymore. And they push literally the worst shit. Yogi, did your game crash? I think your game crashed, Yogi. Martin, it's also definitely a daily battle. As you said, many go through trauma and become less than they were before. I strongly believe that could have been my fate had I not desperately searched for somebody who actually gave as much of a fuck about shit as I did. And here we are. Here we are. With the Wikipedia parasocial interaction. Parasocial interaction refers to a kind of psychological relationship experienced by an audience in their mediated encounters with performers in the mass media, particularly on television and online platforms. Viewers or listeners come to consider media personalities as friends, despite having no or limited interaction with them. PSI is described as an illusionary experience, such that media audiences interact with personas as if they are engaged in a reciprocal relationship. The term was coined by Donald Horton and Richard Wohl. So they're dicks. No, I'm just kidding. A parasocial interaction, an exposure that gamers interact in a person, become a parasocial relationship after repeated exposure to the media persona causes the media user to develop illusions of intimacy, friendship, and identification. But why is it an illusion? Like, obviously I get it if, you're talking about, like, freaking, somebody who's huge and who you're just, like, supporting, like, it would be like me saying, like, oh, Ozzy Osbourne and me are bros because I've seen him on TV. No, but, like, if I hopped in, if Ozzy Osbourne did a fucking stream and I frequented his streams and every time I came in he was like, yo, Taco, my man, what the fuck's going on? Like, I'd be like, oh shit, am I friends with Ozzy Osbourne? Like, I understand that definition, but I feel like a lot of people diminish relationships. People will find a reason to tell you why the feelings you feel or the relationships that you have aren't real, just so they don't feel like even more of a piece of shit. You and somebody that both doing the same shit. You start, meeting people online, they trying to do their thing in their real life. You actually start making connections with people who give a fuck about you. They don't. Because most people online have already exhausted so many options in person. They're like, you know what? Let me see if there's anybody in the fucking world who thinks the same shit I do. And then we're like, oh yeah, we do. But then we have the cocksuckers who are our real life friends. You're like, oh, that's just an internet friend. Oh, well, this internet friend has shown me a hell of a lot more love and support in the year that I've known them than you have in the 15 that I've known you. So, who's the fake friend? And I'm not going to say that anybody is a fake friend. I feel like friendship is something that should have leniency. I have friends who I haven't talked to in years. Life happens. If I have a thought of one of them, if I see something or I'll hit them up, hey, what's going on? Long time no see, or vice versa. I'll have somebody hit me up, yo, man, we haven't talked in like fucking year? How's it going? You know, sometimes you just stop talking to people, and it isn't malicious on either end. You just drift apart. And it's that pressure that people put on it that ends up turning it into a falling out. Yogi's whole Wi-Fi is bugged out. Guys, if you want to host the live, please do. I would appreciate it. And this is a new month, which means all of my analytics for last month are done. Gonzo. I gotta look at those. Looking at analytics is kind of new for me as well. So that should be fun. I've been keeping track of, like, some of it just to get in the habit of keeping track of things. But I haven't actually, like... And I know I can compare them on the computer and stuff. This is all just new to me, and it's going to be a learning curve for sure. If anybody didn't see my newest TikTok, I strongly recommend it. I need a link to my TikTok. That needs to be a... whatchamacallit. That needs to be a command, because if you guys don't know about Stranger Things, long story short, on TikTok there's like a made up sound. Someone made a song and it's like, Chrissy, wake up, I don't like this. And our wonderful potato Cindy, she's from Estonia, so when we're chilling in the Discord later in the evening, as far as it's considered for us, it's like 4 in the morning for Cindy, so she ends up falling asleep. And you can see where I'm going with this. So, basically fanboys who think they know you. YouTube suffers from it more than Twitch. Twitch has more two-way interaction. That's fair. That's fair. I could see that. And I could also see how people could... You know, ironically, actually, we were talking yesterday about... Was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. Sometime this week. About clingy people. And it's not just relationships. You know, it can be friendships. It can be people you don't even know. As Stone Martin just brought up. And that's a good point. You know, that's definitely a good point. Follows, subs, and first-time chatter notifications help. Very true. Yogi's gonna go. I thought you said you were gonna go take a shit, and I was like, you know, bro, that's good for you, but like, I didn't need to know that. Says the dude who fucking shoves his finger in his nose on stream. Only sometimes, only to make you guys feel better about yourself, because like, listen, you might be depressed, all right? You might be sad. You might think you're ugly. You might think you're overweight. But are you wearing a bikini online with 2 fingers in your nose? I don't think you are. So, like, you're doing pretty fucking good so far in your life. You could be me. You could be me. Oh, Cindy with the link. Cindy with the link. Cindy, you're the fucking real MVP. Shout out to you, Cindy. I do want to give a couple special shout outs. Cindy definitely deserves one. She goes live sometimes before me, so if you're ever, you know, bored before Taco and you know, want to get a little piece of Estonia, she does such a good job of sharing her culture with other people, and she is just so friendly, and she is proof that love knows no language barrier. So thank you, Cindy. Stone Yogi. Stone Yogi is... you know, always showing love and support. He's been my +1 ever since Multiverses came out. He's been here every morning to be my +1. I honestly would not be having as much fun in this game if I didn't consistently have a +1. I promise you guys that I probably would not have... You guys probably wouldn't have watched this game as much as you have if it wasn't for that. Just because, like, it's a really fun game. I enjoy it, but... I'm not that good. Plus the party bonus, like, not getting a bonus, I don't even want to play if I'm not getting the bonus. Danny says, I think in regard to parasocial relationships, the problems start when an internet persona becomes such a big part of your life that you want that feeling to be reciprocal and strongly believe that. It can be a big problem on Twitch, in my opinion. So, give me an example, Danny, if you can, that makes sense to me. Because, like, for example, what if my life becomes a big part of your life? And you want that feeling to be reciprocal? You know what? I answered my own question, because I have more than 12 people who come and show me love every day. So, just by math, 2-hour live times 12, that's 24 hours. I cannot physically show you guys as much love as maybe you can show me. And it's not because something isn't being reciprocated, but I understand what you mean, and I get it. I had to work myself through it. My cognition's a little slow to start. Got to kickstart that bitch sometimes, but we got it. But you do actually reciprocate, Taco. You chill in the Discord with us. Oh, okay. That was kind of, I guess, part of my question was like, what do you consider reciprocation? But then once I was like thinking about it, you know, like, I miss you guys' live sometimes, and you could feel a certain type of way about that. You could say, hey, you know what? Fuck that Taco dude. He's a phony. He doesn't actually mean anything he says. Or you could just say, hey man, you missed my live. Better luck next time. I'm planning on going live at this time, this day. I hope you can make it. I might miss that one too. I have a really bad fucking memory, and I got other shit to do. But I will definitely do my best for you guys. And that's all that I can do. That's all that any of us can do. And if that's not enough for some people, then maybe they're asking too much. Game with us. Oh, man. Martin. Moment of silence for the lost puppers and the lost kitties and all the lost loved ones, the animals. Make sure that you guys send those positive healing vibes to fucking everybody. Obviously, you know, Cock Culture and her mom. C. Strider, I sent some love to her the other day. I told you guys, just because she's a mom and she's always fucking doing crazy shit. Being a mom in general of more than 0 people is, like, intense to me. Insane Joel is in the hospital. I know that he may not be some of you guys' favorite individual, but I don't give a fuck. When somebody needs some fucking love, that means they need some fucking love. And, you know, Joel is having some uncomfort in his heart, some pain in his arm, so make sure you show him some love. If not, you know, physically, just put him in your fucking thoughts. That's all I mean. When I say show this or send this person some love, I don't mean actually fucking pull up your DMs, click on their name, and love. I mean, shit, if you want to do that, that's the extra step, but, like, just put a little fucking second of thought into those people. At least, you know, we're talking about them, you know, fucking send them a little love. Do I have any meditators in here? I meditated a little bit today, and I need to start doing it again. I've just been so freaking overcome with anxiety and ADHD and stuff that it's been like, it's almost felt redundant. But I kind of feel like that's my negative side, being like, yes, Taco, you don't need to meditate on your feelings. Just let them flow through you. Yo, first time chat deleted. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, I'm already a niche internet celebrity, motherfucker. What are you trying to do? Buyyourfollows.com. What's up, Sea Turtle? Coming in hot. Martin, I am very glad that I could be there for you during your highest of highs and your lowest of lows. You never know what somebody's going through, and even if you don't think that somebody's going through something, it never hurts to send them a little love. It never hurts. That honestly means a lot to me, Martin, and rest assured that I would have been here for you just the same if you were a complete stranger. I don't know if that's supposed to make you feel better or worse, but just know that all of the love that I get is... all of the love that I give is not a business transaction, although Cock Culture does say that the way that I speak kind of makes it seem like a business transaction. That's just because I worked in sales for a couple of years. I mean, I was selling fucking bongs and CBD and shit, so it's not like I was like a fucking salesman trying to rip people off and stuff like, you know, most of them usually seem like they're trying to do. Yogi says, trauma can fuck us up bad. Yes, it's why it's called a traumatic event. It fucks you up. But if you can find a path that leads you to overcome the trauma and simultaneously become a stronger person because of the path you're now going on, that is some of the most badass shit you can do. Not all of us can do it, but we should all try to find the light that brings us to a better tomorrow and not be shackled down by our past trauma. It's still there. Just a passenger and not the driver. Bro, I'm about to fucking cry. Like, that was some fucking bars, Yogi. That was... I couldn't have said it better myself, Yogi. Turtle, I'm glad you got an update. Like I said, you know, anytime that I say to send somebody love, especially if it's somebody that maybe you feel a certain type of way about, it doesn't mean they don't deserve love. You know, maybe people do the terrible fucking things that they do because nobody ever fucking showed them otherwise. If you don't, prove them wrong. They think you proved them right. Remember that. I just made it up, but that sounded pretty fucking good, right? Right? Yogi, no rush, my man. You know how I feel about everything. I am in no rush. There's this game that I downloaded. It's called Garden Story, and I don't know why, but I feel the need to, like, do a stream playthrough of it. I don't even know anything about it. I didn't watch anything. It just looked kind of cute, and I was like, yeah, we're going to download that. So one of these days, I think I'll probably dedicate a live specifically to Garden Story, just because it's a goofy, funny looking, and I like games like that. Like, I play everything, and I just feel like it would be funny. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. I think it would be cute. I like it. I like the idea. So fuck with... No, I'm just teasing. This is a democracy. You guys vote, and I pick the winner. I mean, no, I'm just teasing. Sea Turtle says, I'm not going to let some hateful things stop me from showing some love, but it was a spider bite, and he has cellulitis and chest pain. Really? From a spider bite? Damn. That's actually so ironic, because we were just talking about, either yesterday or the day before, how gnarly the spiders are in Texas. Dr. Three Balls, he was saying that they got some gnarly ones. Holy shit. Well, Sea Turtle, thank you for the update. I've done my best to just let, you know, people know that I'm here if they need to talk and back up, because I'm obviously the topic of a lot of conversations, and I want to do what I can for those who I'm able to, and those that I can't can get whatever they need elsewhere. That might come off kind of non-caring, but for the first time in my life, I'm actually starting to understand that my time actually has worth, and I'm done wasting my time, especially on anybody who isn't willing to give me the time of day to just have a conversation. I'm not saying you have to fucking believe me, but if you thought somebody was a scumbag liar, like, wouldn't you want to make sure? Sorry. Not, you know what? Segue! My bad. You know what? That was uncalled for. I apologize. Danny says, Cindy says, Turtle says, I need some coffee. Cindy says, aha, I told you spider bites and spiders are a-holes. You told me spiders bite and are a-holes. Gotcha. Yes, you did tell us that, Cindy. You did. Danny says, I think a similar thing to parasocial can be stans. Kind of like Stan, like Eminem Stan, you mean? No, I'm just playing. It's not a problem to really like a creator, but the problem starts when you start to care more about that relationship than your daily life or real life connections. Especially is you support that creator with a subscription or money and expect something in return. Well said, Danny. And obviously, there's a line. If there are streamers that you care about that are telling you, don't put up with people disrespecting you, then yeah, we should fucking mean a little bit more to you than the people who are disrespecting you. But obviously, this isn't the normal fucking dynamic for a stream, so I get that we're an exception to the rule. We're used to it. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. I wish I was that full of myself sometimes, but I actually don't, because then I would be a cocksucker. But like, it almost makes me feel good about myself until I realize I'm being a cocksucker, and then I have to like bring it back down. I'm like, whoa, Taco, we're not a cocksucker. We just nibble from time to time. We get something in return from Taco. Tits. Yogi says, by the way, anyone who's interested, I'm doing a challenge, community run of Dark Souls. Smurfendurgan is the character name, and I have some rules. Like every 2 deaths, I toke, and every boss, I have to do a challenge just decided by the chat. Yogi, thank you for letting us know. If anybody streams, even if you don't stream, if there's something you're interested in, let us know. Let us know what you got going on in your streams, what you got going on in your life. I genuinely do give a fuck. Today, I posted a playlist in the Discord where we can all add music. So if any of you guys, I know a lot of you guys have been sharing music, and that just, gives a chance to have it all in one big awesome playlist. So that's a thing that I did today. You're going to be lit. Right, Sea Turtle? He keeps trying to fight the one boss that I'm not even sure if he's supposed to fight or run past. He'll get it eventually, probably, maybe, but I guess we'll find out. When's the next rendition, Stone Yogi? Martin says, if you're free later today, I could use an extra set of hands in Plate Up. I don't know what Plate Up is, first of all. Second of all, what time... All right. Yeah, I don't know what Plate Up is. Just the tip. Oh, shit. How is he doing? Was rating him 2. Guys, if anybody has anything that they want to share, not what you're into, but anything about your day, about your life, about your week, about the coming week, I'm fucking 12, damn it. It's finally loaded. Okay, cool, Yogi. He says he's gonna get better. Good, good. Turtle says, I get something better than tits out of Taco. Don't let him lie. Oh! The best part of waking up is me. In your butt. Consensually, of course. If Scooty Puff taught me one thing, it is consent, consent, consent. 9/10 of the law. 10/10, 11/10, all of the law. taco in your butt. About that first boss, I fucked up, like, grandiously. I got fucking flung into the area you're supposed to escape to, so I failed that first challenge. Danny says, I mean, true, but there is a difference between a close community where you can truly make friends and, like, an entire fandom. Exactly. I'm gonna go game about 5 noon. 5, so noon there. So, is this a game that you need help in? Help in plate up. 5, so noon there. So noon my time. So after my stream, you need help, is what you're saying. Yes. If you want to do it in Discord, I'll be there. If you want to do it in a private thing, I'll be there. You just let me know what you need, and you got it. You got it. Oh, I've been waiting. I've been waiting. Some calamari taco action. Dude, this song. I don't know why I'm like this. It's the roguelike diner game I was telling you about. I can't get past day 5 on my own. Oh, what was it called again? Plate Up. I forgot the name totally. I don't know if you shared the name before, but I remember the roguelike diner thing. Yeah, man, I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. Honestly, if you need me at noon, I might end the stream early. Because I do have certain limitations. And honestly, my head was already kind of hurting earlier today pretty bad, so I think that's what I might do. And are you going to stream for this, Martin? Because I think you might need a stream for this. Martin! Martin! Where the fuck has that hat been, right? This is like a throwback. We used to rock this shit hard. That's my favorite one to make you put on. Plus, like, I feel like it always gets brought out. Like, this song just fucking... This is my blooper song. It just makes me feel like I'm like a blooper in Mario, and I'm just like fucking floating around without a care in the world. And then motherfucking dude fireballs my ass, and now I'm like fucking calamari. It's like, what the fuck? Might as well. There is Twitch interaction. So, I remember you telling me there was Twitch interaction. Is this something that is free for me to download? I guess I should wait till after I'm done streaming if I do have to download something, because I don't want it to fuck up my stuff. Cindy, thank you for shouting out Evo. Let me grab my other phone and see what we got going on. This is an old phone, by the way. I'm not fucking 2 phones, 2 chains over here. I don't got 2 phones, one for the stream and one for the hose. That's not what's going on. Martin needs a handy later, guys, and we're going to give it to him. I can remote share with you. Okay. Cool, then I will leave it up to you. Guys, on that note, I think we're going to end the stream 30 minutes early today. I'm going to go live for another 21 minutes. I'm going to be here for you guys. I'm going to chat with you guys. Anything that you need, in case, you know, maybe you were working your way up or you were saving it for the end. You got 20 minutes. And then we're going to take a break. We're going to raid into somebody. I don't fucking know who. Somebody old, somebody new, somebody young, somebody old. I don't fucking know. I don't know why I'm like this. You don't need the game. Cool, definitely. Well, I knew that I didn't need the game, but I thought maybe... Well, okay, I didn't know that. I knew that I didn't have to purchase the game. I thought maybe I might have to still download something, which is why I was asking. Calamari Taco. Uh-oh. I have a suggestion for someone new to raid. Yogi. Who? I always like to watch the person first. So if by chance I decide not to raid them, just by chance, because obviously it depends on, you know, if there's somebody else that I feel like I need to. Sometimes I see somebody on and I'm just like, oh, I can't not raid them. Soggy Tissue. I feel like that rings a bell. And honestly, Yogi, that's probably the least that I could do for you, my man. As long as they don't do like the follower-only chat. I'm not a big fan of the follower-only chat. I also know that I've heard horror stories of like people raiding into places and like not being welcomed very warmly. Like, I don't need a welcome, but like, don't be a cunt. Obviously, if you're recommending it, I'm sure they're not a cunt, but it's an option. It's definitely an option, Yogi. Definitely an option. How did you meet Soggy Tissue? What is your what do they do? Tell me a little bit about Soggy Tissue. I know about Used Napkin. Do you know Used Napkin? Maybe a distant relative of Soggy Tissue? Take it away, Chip! Aren't most diner games like a roguelike? I'm interested to see how this goes. He's a good guy. I've been following him for a good while now. He's an artist. He makes some cool shit. He also games a lot. Okay. Okay, Yogi. Good to know. Good to know. Appreciate it. What kind of art? What kind of art? A lot of different stuff. I might read one of my fucking poems to you guys. I don't know if I have a good one. I don't know if any of you guys like poetry. It's not that I specifically like poetry, but I just like to be able to get my fucking crazy thoughts down on paper without them eating me alive. And this is a way that I do that. I think the term roguelike is used to describe games with cards now. Most of the time, it has cards. Cards with affect gameplay. Okay. Okay. You have my attention. You have my attention. There's a lot of card game implemented roguelikes, so I know what you're talking about. There's actually one that's really fun on my phone. I don't play it a lot because they add the shit out of you. But it's good for whenever I just need to fucking... Oh, wait, did I delete it? Did I delete it? I didn't think I did. Maybe I did. Oh, there it is. I lied. It's called Rogue Adventure. And it's like the most basic, like, roguelike that you could think of. But it's actually decent. I actually was enjoying it. Plus, I don't think they got any good ones on the phone, especially for free. Martin says, every 3 days in game, you have to choose between 2 cards with... Uh-oh. That's so strange. And you can't get past day 5, like you said. Also, Martin, if you are going to stream, that obviously negates the need for us to voice chat. But like I said, you just let me know what you need, my man. And guys, speaking of what he needs... Martin is going to go live around noon Eastern time, around the time that I usually end. However, I think I'm going to end 30 minutes early. Because Martin needs my help. And I want to make sure that I can give it to him and make sure that I am not putting myself at any type of health risk. So I'm going to end the stream in about 15 minutes. But make sure you guys go follow Martin. Not only is he a fucking gentleman and a scholar, he's from fucking Ireland. And they just sound cool. They just talk awesome. Like, dude, accents in general, it's just, I just like listening to people talk in general most of the time, unless they sound like Fran Drescher. And even then, I'd consider it. Yogi says, let's see here. Yogi says, oh wait, Martin says, like new dishes, customers can order, customers have more patience. Yeah, definitely, which obviously in a game like that is required. Yogi says, saddest day in the history of gaming world, the day the world went dark, the day Flash died. Flash games aren't still a thing? Voice chat would help us coordinate. Oh, okay. Definitely. I'm down. I just, we'll have to decide, you know, obviously if we do lounge, then there will be other people. So if you want it to be like, more, you know, like, just let me know, you know, whether you want it to be like a private chat or if we're doing a lounge, or if you know, want to invite me to anything that you, whatever you, I don't know how people with computer usually fucking communicate with one another. Discord is all I know. I fucking miss Flash games. Do Flash games not still exist? I overthink everything. I even overthink overthinking. I thought about not overthinking, but then I overthought about it. So, I'm just curious, and I was pretty much just trying to be prepared. This is why people don't like my help. Because somebody's like, hey, I need your help. And I'm like, what? You need me? What could I do? I could rub your feet. I could rub your back. I could warm up the computer. I could cool it off for you. I could make you food. I could take away the food if you're trying to work on your figure. Not that I think you need to work on your figure or anything. I prefer term rumination than overthinking. Rumination, which I don't know the definition of. So hopefully it just means the same thing, or else I'm going to be over here being like, I'm just ruminating. Turns out that actually means like fisting Uranus, the planet. I'm not talking about nothing gross. The planet. I'll cheer you up. Oh, cheer me on. Damn it, Sea Turtle. I was looking for a cheer up, but I guess a cheer on would cheer me up. So, Taco, he's our cook. If he can't do it, he's a crook. Go Taco. Martin. I also used to do fucking cooking streams, but now my pantry is too pathetic to even attempt it. Maybe we can implement, and they were Sundays. Maybe on a Sunday sometime we can have you guest star on the live, and we can cook for the fucking the chat. To ruminate is to think about something for a while. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Ooh, Juno says. Oh, Yogi says. Not even Happy Wheels is still around. Well, that's a lie because Happy Wheels is on console. Happy Wheels is definitely still around. It's on the Switch. Juno says, I think this community is the bomb. I love you all. I've been through a lot this year. Losing my dad is the biggest. You guys were here for me. I will always remember that. I don't limit myself to one community. I follow about 8 streamers on the regular for a variety of reasons. Some I get the news, producers, artists, gamers, a DJ, cooking stream, a psychologist, and some awesome content creators. They all have awesome communities too. I'm wondering which one of those I fit under. Deranged Taco Kini, man. Juno, thank you though. I think that losing a parent is probably one of the hardest things, you know, that and losing a child. I think that those are some of the hardest things that any person, any normal person at least has to endure. And obviously, some of us might feel one way or another about that, but it really means a lot to know that I had any part in shifting your mind from the despair. And that's all I've ever wanted out of these lives, was to be able to show you guys that same selfless love that was showed to me after my accident, when I literally could not fucking think straight. I couldn't even overthink. I didn't have the fucking capacity. And yet, there were a select few people who welcomed me with open arms and showed me love. And if you continue to pay that love forward, then evil will never fucking win. Darkness can never trump the light. You will never have a light that is not capable of casting a shadow. That's why you gotta move that light around sometimes. My taco. My taco, my taco. Happy Wheels is on Switch. Yeah, the fuck it is. I fisted your anus last night. Ooh, sea turtle. Boogie Yogi says, Taco, you better not miss my messages. I don't think I did. I think I read them. I'll go up and double check. I'm pretty sure I read them. Yeah, I read them. You bitch. Yogi says, Taco, it may be around, but the Flash version, every single Flash game made has been discontinued. Only a select few were salvaged before the shutdown date of the program that ran all of them. I feel like I remember, now that you were, like, harping on it, I feel like I remember around the time when that happened. And I don't mean harp in a bad way. But I believe most of them, I believe I heard that, like, most of them got, like, salvaged or saved or backed up. I don't even remember some of the Flash games that I used to play. I used to play all kinds of Flash games. Flash is just unsupported, not gone. It's the browsers that stopped supporting it. Oh, okay. So if you had a browser that supported it, in theory, that's because it was a security nightmare. Ah, so it was like a fucking, like, you know, virus-related thing, you know, like security, which, honestly, at that point, is probably a good thing. I don't want no fucking viruses on my computer. Happy Wheels is not worth viruses. But alright, guys, we've got about 8 more minutes with you beautiful people. Let me see if I've written any good poems that I haven't shared with you guys already. I shared that one. That's a good one, though. Maybe I'll share that one again. We'll see. That was the last one that I wrote. I read that one. That one's not that good, though. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not positive. Maybe eventually, once I write more, I'll compose them all into, like, a book. I don't know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. I enjoy writing, but I'm just not, like, very good at grammar and English. So I don't think I could really do anything like that. I also don't know that there would be a demand. I also don't know that I could keep my fucking head on straight. I think that it would be the fucking Diary of a Madman, which would honestly kind of be interesting. This is also something that I wouldn't do anytime soon, because I obviously... oh, I don't know if I shared with you guys, but I start therapy soon. So that'll be fun. Can you tell I'm excited? Can you tell I'm excited? Like, I don't have anything against therapy, but I feel like prior to my accident, I was pretty fucking good at dealing with my own shit. And now I gotta go to fucking therapy. So, I'm not upset about it because I know that I need it. But I'm upset that I need it. Obviously, you know, nobody wants to need therapy. If you could go life without needing therapy, you would not hate it. So I'm just like, okay. Like I said, I'm not against it, but just as somebody who was able to avoid it and didn't need it for fucking 27 years, I'm going to therapy. Yogi says, either way, I lost all my darn progress to Learn to Fly 3. I've never even played that game. HTMLS or 5 is the new better way of doing the same thing. Oh, 4 years of gaming. Wow, damn, bro. I did like the one you shared on Discord. Thank you, Martin. Nothing wrong with the chat with a shrink. Your car breaks, you call a mechanic. Exactly, exactly. You know, I'm not upset, and I'm actually kind of excited. You know, at this point, I will fucking do whatever is recommended if it means getting some fucking answers or getting some closure or growing past this shit. Although a lot of it's physical at this point. I mean, there is definitely still mental components, but your mind ain't working right, you call a shrink. Exactly. Nothing wrong with therapy. Exactly, Juno. I'm actually going to throw a poll up because I don't want to put anybody in, you know, or make anybody feel like they're, you know, oversharing. But we're going to go ahead. Have you ever done therapy? Boom. Yes, and I'm not talking about physical therapy. I mean like psychiatric therapy. I just don't want to like put psych therapy and then people be like, oh, what's that? Because I referred to it as psych therapy because I thought that's what it was. And people are like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, isn't that just therapy? And so maybe people are dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. I don't fucking know. I'm glad you have access to the resources. Mental health is a joke in this country. It honestly has been for a long time in this country as well, Martin. It's only, you know, just recently been looked at somewhat seriously. B Night Bug, good to see you, my man. I was shouting you out earlier. How's it going? Guys, if you have or haven't seen my newest TikTok, actually on the Taco account, it's the second newest one. Regardless, though, it's about Cinny, and it would not have been made possible as amazingly as it was without the help of that individual right there. So, guys, make sure you show Bug Knight a little bit of love. A good firkin' morning. Hey, it will go well like everything else. Exactly, Cinny. You seem very self-aware. Actual words said to me before. No shit. Now help me fix it. Right? He's like, I'm a little too self-aware. Cindy, thank you for throwing that link there. Thank you for shouting out Booger. Pick you later, Boog. Alright, you know what? Let's fucking flip back. Let's see if there's any old shit in here. Because if not, I'll grab the other book. I know this one has some... Okay. I'm going to read this one. I don't even know what this one is. I found one that is around the middle of this, which means that I wrote this probably... Sometimes I put dates in here. Sometimes I don't. Most of the time I don't. Around the end of May is when I wrote this one. So June, July, August. So it's been a little over 3 months. And I don't think I made a name for it. I just, you know, I just write. It's not like I think about this shit beforehand. It's not like, you know, I feel like some people have like a process where they're like, oh, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to talk about this, and I'm going to rhyme this word with this word, and I'm going to speak on it. No, I just fucking write whatever comes to my mind. And apparently I'm a fucking poet. I rhyme shit sometimes. It's crazy. Yogi says, I've gone to a therapist since I was like 7 or 8. I was bullied nearly the entire time I was in school till they broke me and I became a bigger ass than all of them combined. Then I was shipped off to a private school for fucked up kids. I was at least left alone for the most part there, though. And that's awful, man. That's one of the reasons why growing up, anytime I saw somebody get bullied, I would fucking make it my problem. 100% of the voters have done therapy at one point or another in their life. So if any of you guys have any type of thoughts that maybe make you feel like you are upset with the fact that you have to go to therapy, just know that it's not that weird of a thing. You know, sometimes, listen, I am enough of a mental case that I need to call in the professionals. And I accept that, and I'm not upset about that. But it is something that I'm working on being more okay with. And I am going to be ending the live here in just a minute or two, guys. I'm going to read this poem to you, and I'm going to ship you off. Where am I going to ship you off to? I don't know. Let me check and make sure that I don't have anybody that I really feel like I need to go and hit up. And if not, then I'm going to do what our friend Stone Yogi recommended. I'm going to raid his friend Soggy Tissue. I've never seen this person before, so I'm counting on you guys to make me look good. And it can't be that hard to make my homely ass look good, okay? So, no, I'm just playing. I honestly don't care if you guys raid over or not. It obviously helps. It makes my stream, you know, it helps out my numbers. It helps out their numbers. And I get to introduce some of the most amazing people that I've ever met to somebody that I've never even seen before. So if you're willing to hop aboard the, I almost said hype train, but raid train, then please do that. But let me read this to you guys real quick. Did I really just fucking... it flipped to the other page. Oh. Apparently these two pages are very distinct. So, if Taco raids, I raid. Boog, thank you. Someone better clip that shit. Cindy with the... I don't have the TikTok command. Alright, I'll give the dog a treat. He was a bad boy earlier, though, so I put him in the cage. That's why you guys didn't see much Zero today. He was in the crate. He usually doesn't get put in there, especially for... Well, he does whenever I leave because he's kind of an asshole, but he doesn't usually get put in there for punishment. But he definitely deserved it today. He was just fucking with the cat. I was trying to meditate, and I was like... I told him to stop once, and he didn't, and I was like, listen, motherfucker. Here. He's like, come on, Dad, give me it. Huh. Is that your treat? Are you my good boy? Sometimes? Are you my good boy sometimes? Only sometimes, though? Alright, let me hit you guys with this poem real quick, and then we're gonna raid. Yogi, type the name in again so that I don't mess it up. So, it goes... It's, like, weird. Like, I almost feel like... Whatever. Oh, I should probably turn off the music if I'm reading a poem, right? That probably makes sense. Look at me. Shout out again to Evo Dance and Christopher Plowman, two of the people who are definitely going to get put on the playlist, guys. If you have any music that you want to share with us, there's a place in the Discord where you can add any music you like to the playlist. And I'm going to hit you guys with this, and then we're going to, boom, Soggy Tissue, cool. How can they expect us to fight a war that isn't ours? Our death is a small price to pay so that people can fuel their cars. Citizens spend life imprisoned for growing plant-based meds, while the rich cheat the system and government carelessly spends. To those who can afford it, freedom has no fee. The true hard work and sacrifice is forced on you and me. And yet they get to rule the lands because they are elite, while common folk who got them there fight each other just to eat. The 1% will not take fault for the world they've created. They would rather drain our love and profit from our hatred. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, then, I mean, fuck off, I guess. No, I'm just teasing. If you didn't enjoy it, then, you know, it's not like I'm a fucking professional. So, I'm just somebody who decided to start sharing my thoughts and feelings with random people and see where it got me mentally. And it actually fucking got me some places. And I actually feel a lot better than I felt this time last year. So, thank you guys for being here. I am ending early today. I'm ending right now. But we're going to raid into Soggy Tissue. I'll be there. And you'll see me in Stone Martin's. Right there, Stone Martin. If you guys aren't following Martin and you want to see me, why the fuck are you not following Stone Martin? Because I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to help him with some food. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be playing a game together. It's like a roguelike diner game. I've never heard of the likes, but I'm very excited. So let's get this Soggy Tissue going. Juno loves it. Thank you. Turtle says, ooh, I'm going to Walmart. My poem reminded you of Walmart? Or are you going to buy me Pokemon? Just kidding. Alright, let's see here. Stream Manager. Raid. I feel like I know Soggy Tissue, or I've at least seen the name. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right. Soggee, Tissue. Alright, guys. Let's see how this goes. I believe I recognize the name. I don't think I've ever seen them live. We've got almost everybody ready to raid. I think that is everybody. If you guys are lurking and you're not part of the view count, this is your last chance to hop aboard. And I've been anything but bored today because you guys always give me a reason to fucking fight. Even when I feel like there is none. Even when I feel so desolate, isolated, alone, like I don't want to fucking fight for myself anymore. I've still got a few motherfuckers to prove wrong, and I've still got a few motherfuckers who are counting on me. And I'll be damned if I let the people that I care about down. So I'll see you guys in a half an hour if I don't see you in the raid, and I fucking love each and every one of you guys. And I hope you have an amazing day. You're very welcome, Yogi, and you did a poem. Oh, I read the poem, Sea Turtle. I'll read it to you in the voice chat. I'll see you guys in the raid.
Damage, damage, goods. Damage, damage, goods. Damage, damage, goods. I've accepted it. Damage, damage, goods. Damage, damage, goods. Damage, damage, goods. I will build this bridge and get over it.
You know, we all been through something. And I can tell you, I am definitely damaged. Damaged goods. Yeah, you know it. Check it. I'm damaged goods. Return to sender. Many people will not remember what I be.